What's good, party people? We are here live at Casillas Boxing Gym in Lynwood, California, with a young lady that is going to take on the world at the Pico Rivera Sports Arena a week from today. Adelaida La Cobra Ruiz. Adelaida, how are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you for having me today.
Dude, it's an honor. It's literally an honor. Pico Rivera Sports Arena, like that's got to be pretty cool in a title fight. How are you feeling a week out?
I'm feeling great. I'm actually really excited, really excited and waiting patiently.
Now, obviously, this is going to be a title fight for the Red promotion. Now, what does it mean to you to be kind of associated with Ruiz and his organization, and again, in a title fight at the Pico Rivera Sports Arena?
You know, it's an honor. It's really an honor to fight for Ray and the Red Boxing Promotions because they're giving me this opportunity. They're the first to give me the opportunity to fight for a title fight, and I really respect them for that. I'm very thankful.
No, absolutely. Now, I mean, you're kind of a bit of a renaissance woman because not only are you a fighter, but you're also a mother. So you somehow find the time to take care of your responsibilities, your kids, and then resume your fight career. What is that juggle like the day-to-day kind of goings-on of La Cobra?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it is really hard, but I've managed to manage my time. I became very OCD with my time. So that's how basically, you know, it's like when you're back in school, from this time to this time you're doing this, from this time to this time you're doing that. So I just juggle with it. It's hard, but not impossible to do.
Now, how did you first become acquainted with boxing? Now, obviously there are a lot of boxing fans, millions around the world. But, I mean, to like boxing versus to actually get in legitimate trade, that's a bit of a departure. So, like, what was your first kind of awareness of the sweet science of boxing?
Well, when I was young, my dad, he's a coach, so he used to coach my two older brothers. And so I was always around the gym, you know, but I wasn't boxing or training. I was just that little girl playing around. But then at 12, I decided to get in the ring. My dad put me in the ring, and that's when I fell in love with the sport.
Now, I mean, had you watched boxing, I mean, like on TV before that, or you just like, that's the thing that my brothers do?
No, well, yes, I will see it on TV, but it never grabbed my attention. Like I've told people before, like I'm not that type that will go back on YouTube and watch old fights or even see my own fights. I'm not really, like I watch fights, but not because I like to watch fights. It's the reason I like boxing. You know, boxing for me is like a challenge, and I think that's what I love about boxing. When I'm in the ring, it's a challenge for me. It's a learning matter. Like, wait, how she hit me with that? Okay, I'm gonna get her back doing this, or I'm gonna do that. You know, it's just a challenging and learning sport to me.
No, for sure. And anybody that does, I mean, there are different ways to earn an income. Getting punched in the face and throwing punches isn't the easiest way, and a lot of skill is developed, you know, on your journey in boxing. But how does your brothers and your father feel like now? I mean, are your brothers still training?
No, nobody's training. Out of all 11 of us, no one's training. They all like the sport. They'll train here and there. They'll come grab the gloves, but no professional fighter, no fighting, no nothing. But my dad, who's actually my coach now, is very proud of me. He loves the fact that I love the sport and I want to accomplish something to it. All my brothers and sisters are proud of me. You know, I did have a big layoff, almost 10 years, and they see me really trying hard and working hard to get my dream to be a world champion one day. So they're all proud of me and they all support me.
Now that's got to be really cool in the sense that, I mean, your dad, started out training your brothers, and then his daughter, of all people, is the one to take it up. And again, a week from today, is fighting at the Pico Rivera Sports Arena in a title fight, a featured bout. Your name and your face are literally on the posters. That's got to be pretty cool to your dad, right?
It's awesome. He's so proud of me. I could see it. I mean, he doesn't tell me on day to day, but I see it. He's very, very proud of me.
Now, how does it feel in terms of, I mean, you saw your dad coach your brothers, right? And then now you see him coach you. I mean, obviously, it's been, a few amount of years, but here's the thing. I mean, you're the one that's doing it. What is that dynamic like? Do you kind of shut off from like father-daughter and then coach pupil, or like, what is that dynamic?
Well, actually, it's funny because he actually just started coaching me. He was always a second-hand coach. So I had my primary coach all these years because I was daddy's little girl, so it was always my way. So when he'll try to teach me something, we'll bump heads. So he was never actually able to coach me. So he, told somebody else coach me, second-hand coach, and he just started coaching me. So it's awesome. We do shut down the dad and coach. We go from coach to dad. So from Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, when he's coaching me, it doesn't count as me seeing him. So Sunday he'll still call me like, where are you? Why are you not coming to the house? I haven't seen you. Dad, I was literally with you yesterday. That doesn't count. We were at the gym. You need to come and visit us. Okay, Dad, I'm on my way. It does. So yes, it's coaching, boxing, family, dad. Yeah, so. Wow. We've learned to manage it, and me not get mad at him for telling me what to do. So yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Now it's definitely a bit of a process, right? It's kind of difficult at first, right?
It was difficult at first, but we're both learning how to manage it together. Yeah.
That's tremendous. Now, obviously you mentioned that 10-year kind of layoff and that sabbatical. What prompted that, and then what did you learn about yourself in terms of getting back in here? Because that's a long layoff, but again, you're in a title fight, so you've done things that you probably, the amount of growth that you've done in the 10 years, was away is probably more advanced than the ones that you would spend in training. So what was that like, and did you yearn for the ring a bit more?
I did. Like I said, I had a 10-year layoff. I started my family, but I always had that little thing, in my head and my heart, like, I'm gonna go back to the gym. I have to go back. And I didn't want to be 40, 50, 60 saying, I boxed at what time, but I could have turned pro, I should have, would have, could have kind of thing. So I put myself a goal. Once I had my last son, I had said, once he turns 5, I'm going back to the gym. And you have to set goals in life. I think so. I think that's the way to do things. So once he turned 5, I told my dad, I'm going back to the gym. I'm gonna turn pro. I have to turn pro. I want to. So I came back. It was hard. It was hard. I was kind of rusty. I needed some DW on me.
DW40.
Yeah. I was very rusty. It was really hard. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was gonna be. But I was very hungry for it. I wanted it. I wanted to become a professional boxer, and I did it. And now that I'm a professional boxer, and I did it, now I want to be a world champion. So that's my next goal.
No, for sure. And the path starts next Saturday, right?
Yes, it's a big fight. I believe it's the opening to my career, to my, it's a huge thing.
Yeah, for sure. Now, one thing that I definitely want to touch on, you're a mom, right? So you mentioned right after your last son that you wanted to get back into the gym. So how do your kids feel about mom fighting?
Honestly, they're very proud of me. They are very proud of me. They don't really like when I start camp for a fight, because I kind of, like I say, like I shut down for camp and I just concentrate on the boxing. I am with them, but not like they want me to be, At the beginning, I'll come to train and they'll be here with me. Now they're getting a little bit older now, can we stay home? but they don't miss any of my fights. They love to watch me spar. If I have to go do some sparring, they want to go fighting. Mom, we're there, so they're very proud of me.
Now that's got to be a huge momentum boost for you because I mean this is like 3 generations: your dad and your brothers, right? Actually 2, right? Your dad, your brothers, then you, and then it looks like your kids. Even if they don't, go and take up fighting, they're at least involved, right?
Yes.
How cool is that?
It's awesome, and hopefully, my youngest does like boxing. He's gotten in the ring before. He does do the sparring and everything. He'll tell you, I like boxing, but he doesn't like to train. So but hopefully, he'll want to do it at some point. I won't push him to do it, but they all like boxing. So hopefully, this is how the generation will start. So I'll try to keep it within the family.
Yeah, I mean, things go your way. You bring a nice, shiny, cool belt home, and I mean, kids like shiny, gold things,
yes,
right?
They do, especially the youngest.
Now, obviously, we're here at Casillas Boxing Club. What has this gym meant to you and your career thus far? Obviously, some of the biggest battles are earned in the gym, the battles that most people don't see. I mean, it's an emotional toll that it kind of takes on you, a physical toll that it takes on you. So why Casillas, and what does it mean to you to be here?
Well, Casillas Boxing Gym, this is when I came back from my 10-year layoff, they opened the doors for me. And I mean, that meant a lot to me, and they continue supporting me, and they're always been there for me. Regardless of whatever, they support me and they believe in me. And this is a gym where, they'll teach you and they have your back at 100, and not in every, I mean, there's other gyms that as well, but here I feel the positivity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, positive, good vibes. It's like a family, boxing family.
Which, I mean, it definitely works well for you. I mean, it's literally your family that brought you into the sport, so to have a family atmosphere, that's huge,
Yes,
right?
Yes, very. I think it's I think you need that within the sport, that family boxing, that
Unit.
Yeah, that unit, exactly. Yeah, it's very huge, something you need.
Now, obviously, I mean, we're a week away, but obviously you go into the ring alone, but you've got a throng of supporters behind you. Let's get some shout-outs out of the way. Who would you like to kind of thank in this journey as you kind of head to the ring next Saturday night?
First, I would like to thank all my fans, all my family, all my friends for being there for me, supporting me, not missing one of my fights. They all buy tickets from me, they all try to support me, and even if they don't go to my fight because, things happen, they'll buy a ticket just to show me the support because they know how much support I need in this, atmosphere.
Yeah, atmosphere, yeah, for sure.
Besides them, well, I thank God they're there for me because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. But and then all my sponsors that believe in me as well, they support me. I have sponsors that have been supporting me since day one, and thank you for that. Thank God. HTC Sports Apparel, Ramiro, that continues having my back and supporting me. And my dad for coaching me and being there for me and supporting all my moodiness.
No, for sure.
It's not always pretty.
I can only imagine. Anybody that's had a crazy relationship with their parents, they definitely understand. And then you add another bit of dimension by fighting and coaching, and that's just crazy.
Yeah.
My admiration to you guys, because my parents would never do it. But where can people find you on social media to see what's going on with La Cobra?
They could Instagram at La Cobra _Ruiz, RUIZ. Also, you guys can follow HTC Sports Apparel. He usually posts more information about me, or at Casillas Boxing Club as well.
Excellent. So, one last sell. What are people going to the sports arena next Saturday going to see Adelaida Cobra?
They're gonna see a big fight. They're gonna see a fight. One of those fights that you guys don't want to miss. An exciting fight. It's gonna go toe to toe.
No, for sure. So we'll see you next Saturday at Pico Rivera Sports Arena. This is According to Woods with La Cobra Ruiz, and we are out.